Okay, we're sitting here with the band Six Bullets from now. Try to get these, try to get to know these guys a little bit better. We'll start off. Where'd you get the origin of your band name, and have you ever changed it?
The old band name was Heaven Falls Black, and we changed it just kind of like, what, in 5 minutes?
Yeah, it didn't take long to change it.
When he came in, because we weren't really getting into the politics of religion at that point anymore, and doing the whole, like, teenage angst, we hate the world shit. So, maybe, yeah, definitely a little, but I definitely think it's better to go with a more neutral name and let people take it as they will instead of being preachy, you know. Hail Satan. What do you want from us?
Alright, what genre or genres do you guys think you fit into, or do you consider yourself to be?
Definitely let you take that one.
Well, that's a mixed bag. I mean, you got keyboards in there, you know. You got heavy double bass drumming,
Violin,
you know, it's
classic piano,
harmonicas. It's just like on our site, you know. We wanted to do something that was very broad and like didn't get pigeonholed into any, you know, one genre.
We didn't want to be Metallica.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we were just trying to do something a little different. And like I said, both of us, when we first met, we talked about, you know, how people section bands off into a certain genre, and that's it. You're pigeonholed, and we definitely don't want to do that with this band.
The second you step out of that box, you have all those people throwing stones at you.
Yeah.
And they want you to constantly just remake the same album over and over again. Right. We figured that the easiest way to prevent that was to do an album that you couldn't put a genre to just out of the gate. First one out of the box, done. That way there was no preconceived notions going into what we were.
Right. So, I mean, you may hear one song and say, oh wow, that reminds me of this, but you're going to hear another one and it's not going to remind you of that. So I think it's a pretty good mixed bag on the album, and that's what we're going for.
As far as influences, major musical influences and also major non-musical influences.
Oh God, I couldn't sit here and listen to my Guitar Heroes all day long. But I mean, it's the stock shit. Zach Wilde, Dimebag Darrell, the rest of Soul, Alice in Chains, Led Zeppelin, Sabbath. I mean, influences, and non-musical. I think that's pretty self-explanatory too. You live, you die, you love, you lose, and it all makes you who you are. Which, you know, in this case is bitter, angry bastards.
And we do have a couple of different influences. Like, we like a lot of the same stuff, but we have a couple of different, you know, bands each of us likes, which also is good for a band because it helps you branch out.
Oh yeah.
And you know,
I mean, I can bring him a part that looks like, you know, it's, you know, you look at it like, oh, that's typo negative, and he'll look at it and go, nah, dude, I'm feeling something else here, and you end up having a lot more options open that way as opposed to just kind of throwing the same style at something over and over again, you know. And you know, I know personally I've been around the block a few times as far as life goes, and I'm sure you have, and anyone else who's a couple blocks, yeah. I used to own the block. I don't know if you knew that, but you know, it's just that really kind of dictates where you are when you write a cul-de-sac. Did you? Oh man, I'm sorry. I hate cul-de-sacs.
As far as songwriting, who does the songwriting for your band, and what are some of the themes?
Well, when Matt approached me, actually, he had the whole album written musically, which I was pretty amazed at. You know, I've been in a few bands, and I got to tell you, Matt has tremendous drive, and that's why after I heard the material, you know, first of all, I was blown away, and his attitude, his overall attitude is, he's just a workaholic. This kid doesn't get any sleep, man, and he, you know, as soon as I came down, heard it, thought it was great, and he entrusted me with writing the lyrics to all but one song, which one song, Scarecrow, we're going to keep in honor of Matt's father who passed away. So that's going to be a collab appreciate the fact that, you know, he trusts me enough to do that, and there was no mothering, and as you know, I think we mentioned on our website, he'd get me the tracks as soon as he could, and away I wrote. So we're
yeah, when I called him in, it was, I had the lyrics, I had everything done, down to the lyrics of every song, and then, because the whole point of writing this record was to put out a very bare bones, personal, kind of, here's my soul type of thing, and then, you know, I specifically took all the lyrics away and had him put his view on the record, because musically, you can tell that it's very emotional. I don't need to also be talking about my life with the lyrics on top of it. So I think it's good because everyone can kind of get out what they need to get out, and you can tell that it's just kind of fueled by raw emotion the entire time. So it worked out, you know. And the lyrics that I'm being presented with are definitely, you know, they fit. They're impressive. They're along the same lines of what I was doing lyrically. You know, it's just it's all clicking, and it's all clicking very well to kind of form this very cohesive record. So I definitely can't wait till, you know, March 26th and you assholes get to fucking hear it. So.
Well, with that being said, what emotions, you know, have you drawn from the creation of this album?
Oh God, I'm sure between the two of us.
well, I think you said it best on the website. Was it life?
Life, death, love, and loss.
You know, and it's like, you know, everybody's got their own, whatever you want to call them, demons, or just their past, shit they've gone through, and everybody, you know, can draw from that, which, you know, me not having written in a few years, being in my old tribute band, now coming to this band and getting that all out, it's great, just, you know, to draw from that. I mean, you draw from everything, from whatever, bad relationships, this fucked up world.
The douchebag cop that pulled you over for going 2 miles over the speed limit last night.
Yeah.
I mean, anything. But the people who ask how, you know, describe how you sound, what I find myself saying a lot is we sound like a wake and a wedding, a birth and a funeral. It's all there. It's for every mood, you know. There's something you can, it's sonic therapy in a way. You just can put it on and connect to it. So.
It's definitely not the lyrics are definitely a little dark, you know, but, you know, that's what this band it brings out with the music, but, you know, it's just gonna rock, man. It's just gonna fucking rock.
People don't listen to music to hear about politics. They don't listen to music to hear about, you know, how your viewpoint on killing animals is wrong. They put on music when their life is getting bad and they want to escape and they just want to drift away and not worry about it and have that something they can connect to. And that's all we can offer is, listen, we've been through the same shit, man. We got through it. We've been there. We've done that. Here's how you do it. You know, we'll help you escape if we can. And
it's going to be very therapeutic when these people are singing the words, I think, and just rocking out with us. It's just going to, there's going to be a lot of, you know, just angst and, you know, a lot of release pressure, you know, which I think is, you know, you have to have that at a rock show. Yeah. So we're definitely,
it's not like 500 drunken assholes punching the shit out of each other to your
yeah.
tunes.
Yeah.